What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another video, and this would normally be the time we would run our Fish Room Friday live stream, which we've been doing for a year plus consistently every week. But I have a father-daughter dance to go to with my two wonderful daughters, so I'm going to do that. It's exactly at 6 to 8 p.m., which is usually the time we stream, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not usually, that is the time we stream, but I figured I would make a little fill-in video like this and give you guys a place to hang out and chit chat and watch a little bit of cold water aquatics fish tanks if you're interested in doing that. I know some of you are. Y'all keep coming back week after week, so I figured, instead of leaving you guys hanging, give you a little somewhere to go, a little something to hang out. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Have a wonderful weekend. All right, just to make this playback worthy, we'll do a quick little intro, a little walk around of the fish room here, talk about the channel. If you're new to the channel, we keep mostly native fish, mostly North American native fish, a lot of which obviously are from around this area. So we're from northern Indiana, and a lot of these fish that we have here we've caught and collected ourselves. If you're going to do that, definitely check your local laws and regulations. Make sure it's legal where you're at. Also, along with keeping native fish, we like to keep planted tanks. So everything you're going to see tonight or in this video is alive. All these plants are alive. All this algae, all this wonderful algae is definitely alive. All the hardscapes, stuff like this, rocks, which none of it's fancy, but has all been pretty much collected by us and from this area. So yeah, we like to do dirted tanks, put dirt underneath the sand and then plant the tanks. And everything's low tech, so we use 4-foot LED shop lights on a lot of these tanks. Nothing fancy. Everything's low maintenance and easy. We don't do a lot of water changes. Have pretty light stockings as far as the tank stockings are, as far as that goes. And yeah. So I don't know, I guess we could do a quick little walk around right here. So we'll start over here in the corner, back by the water heater. And the dehumidifier is our white cloud tank. So we got some white clouds in here, white cloud mountain minnows, a little 10-gallon. There's a couple bristlenose plecos and some cherry shrimp in here. And nothing fancy there. We got a bucket here, 55-gallon drum rather, and it's got a guy in it. See if we can get him to come out. He's in there, I promise. There's a little, probably 5-6 inch rock bass in there. Okay, over here to this tank, 75-gallon metal frame tank. Central mud minnows, black-sided darters, these guys right here. Oh, there's a little bullhead catfish, yellow bullhead catfish, white sucker. There's a darter or two in here too, but more importantly, central mud minnows and black-sided darters. These are a couple of my really top favorite small native fish around here. Very cool dudes. Alright, and see, down here we're probably not going to see nothing. Probably all hiding, but these are Florida. There is a colony of Florida flagfish in here. See if I can bump this filter. Get a little scurry. There's one. There was one. So yeah, lots of the green hair algae kicking in this tank. So, like I said, everything's alive. 125 dirted, just trimmed, freshly trimmed. If you've seen the video, if not, you're about to watch clips of it. But yeah, freshly trimmed the Rotala. My daughter's like, "Oh, you ruined it," but it'll come back. It looks cool. It needed cut down. It probably needs cut down lower than that. And this houses our grass pickle right here. As you can tell, he's eating good. He's a little bit chunky. I probably feeding him a little too much. Very cool fish. Basically dwarf pike. My daughter caught this one on a fishing pole down here. Mr. Grumpy Pants back in there. About an 8-inch warmouth. Those are the only two guys in there. Over here to this 90, pretty recently resealed and reset back up. Pumpkin head, the pumpkin seed. And there's also a little rocky rock bass here. And then over here to the pretty freshly rebuilt panel by panel, piece by piece, 150-gallon tank with a bunch of fish that you know. Oh, he's moving. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles, our bowfin over here, the elusive and reclusive. He doesn't come out a whole lot. He was just moving. And then there's also another yellow bullhead, probably about a 6-inch yellow bullhead in there. 55 gallon below it, which I'm going to turn into the sump for this tank. I have everything to do it, I just haven't done it yet. And there is another catfish in here, but I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Hanging out in the weeds. Another, this is our biggest yellow bullhead. Hanging out in the weeds there. Up here we have a black banded sunfish and a tank that needs the glass cleaned. And also back here is a Gymnogeophagus, Batovi blue from Uruguay with no pigment. He's a pale dude. Over here, dollar sunfish, pretty small, a little feisty guy. Down here in this tank, these guys you don't see a whole lot, they're so dark and the tank's so dark, but these are Australoheros SP locales. And there's 4 or 5 in here. We have babies, they've spawned a couple times. We've got some babies upstairs that are growing out. Over here, these are what are these, golden top minnows? Where are they at? I don't even see any. Oh, there's a small one. There's a juvenile. There's I think three or four golden top minnows in here. Native killifish, North American native killifish. This guy right here is pretty cool. This is a mottled sculpin, a juvenile. Pretty neat little dude. And these are blue spotted sunfish. Very small blue spotted sunfish. Starting to get some markings. See on that guy. This is actually a 33 divided, a 33 long divided. I got a couple of those. Pretty cool. Oh, these guys are being all scared. So these are our black crappie. There's another one in there somewhere. I don't. Oh, he's back there, hanging out in the back. They're usually out more. I think we scared him. We just went through and did some stuff. So down here, more mottled sculpins. There's a big one. That's a big one right there. Look at that chunky monkey. That's the one that eats really good. And here's a little, I believe a little male. I think that's a female. I believe this is a male, smaller. There's also another one that hides out up here. This tank's pretty cool. It's a 55 that we have, a dry portion on with some terrestrial plants. And this is actually Brazilian pennywort I got from Lucas Brett's, and it's doing pretty decent in here. It's growing out of the water pretty good. It isn't doing what his tanks do with it, but it's a lot colder down here, and it's actually starting to get established. So we'll see. A lot of people like that tank. Okay, over here, 6 foot long, probably like 90 gallon or so. Yellow perch and a bigger white sucker. And there's also a model sculpin in here as well. He usually hangs out in the middle somewhere around here, but I don't see him. And this tank has a pretty cool plant growing out of the top of it. You're about to see that in the video as well. Up here, rainbow shiners, non-fired up yet. Just did a water change on them. That one's got some stuff going on this top there. Trying, but they're a little bit maybe cold, maybe not enough water changes, not enough water flow, but we'll see. I think they might color up in the spring here. And over here are some rainbow darters, and the male always runs. He's the best looking one, but he always hides. There he goes. He's got all the color. Yeah. Oh yeah, starhead top minnows. Another species of native killifish. Focus. There's another one back here. Pretty cool fish. Neat looking little dudes. So, yep, that's gonna do it, I think, for all the fish tanks on here. We got some more upstairs, but that's a whole nother story. So yeah, like I said, we'll get to the rest of the video, so hope you guys enjoy it.